is good. Steelers filed a formal complaint with the NFL over this right here. Ndamukong Suh's kick to Ben Roethlisberger's right knee. Now, the Suh hit had nothing to do with Big Ben tearing his meniscus in his left knee. Despite the kick, Steelers reporter Jeremy Fowler is saying there will be no fine on Mr. Suh. Marcellus. Okay, you think you got it right then?
They got it right. I mean, look, you guys probably going to disagree with me because you sound...
I probably won't.
You look so civilized up here in
with
this
our matching
studio.
jackets?
Yeah, exactly. Talking about a barbaric sport. How dare you kick somebody? Look, let me tell you why you kick someone and why you're incentivized to do it. In the pocket, every defensive player knows this. If I bring that quarterback down once a game, that's 16 sacks in a year. What does 16 sacks get you in a year? A lot of money. So guess what? By hook or crook, if it's not against the rules, I'm kicking you. I'm not an offensive lineman. I can trip you. I can kick you. Whatever I need to do to bring the ball carrier down.
Marcellus, why are you acting like that dude's brand new? He is not brand new. He has a history. What did I tell you the last time? Yes, it's a witch hunt. Are you a witch? Yes, yes, you are. That's the problem with Ndamukong Suh. And I back him up. He's a Detroit Lion guy. I backed him up, but I also know he's somewhat of a dirty player. That is not the way a dude walks. That is not the way a dude runs. He purposely stuck his leg out to kick him. That's the only explanation, and that's a dirty play.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we take a trip down memory lane? There we go.
What?
Nothing wrong with that one.
These are some highlights.
Hey, you want to get tackled? Take it this way. Now that's bad.
That's a little
That's bad.
This is the thing.
Finally, we got somewhere.
That's different.
Well,
Why
that's
is a guy's
Draymond
down,
likes that.
he's stepping on a guy who's down. That's why, Marcellus, I totally agree with you. Look, it's game time, baby.
I know that you said it
going
gets you a
after the
lot of money,
quarterback.
but he's also spent a lot of money, and if you think about taxes and whatnot, it's really closer to 1.5 million when it's all said and done. That he's like basically just given away.
What we say on Wednesday, that's a lot of
shoes. That's right.
That's
That's
the
a lot
reason
of
why
shoes.
he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. And
You have to sort of take in person's history when dealing with each and every one of these instances. It's the exact same thing as Vontaze Burfict.
See, I don't know.
But for a lot more money.
See, but I don't agree. I don't believe it's the same thing. It's
it's
one thing to kick, punch. We talked about it earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Spit, poke somebody's eye out when they're down on the bottom of the huddle. It's another thing. He's going. I mean, how do you kill a snake, Marcellus?
Cut off its head?
His head.
Oh.
So,
damn.
My goodness.
You
got real
Yeah, I ain't play for that team. That's why I retired early. They start saying that in the locker room. I'm out.
You never heard that?
No.
Come on.
Well,
I'm a city boy.
Joe Montana did say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So I guess
That's not cheating.
I don't think
That's
it's
trying
cheating.
to eat.
I believe that was Ricky Bobby, but that's okay. And finally, Josh Norman, he's taking on the NFL's crackdown on awesome celebrations. Now, this is the dude who drew a penalty and a $9,000 fine for shooting an imaginary bow and arrow. Do not worry, however. He's got a brand new celebration plan for the weekend that may or may not involve a keg. Since they sell beer on TV while kids are watching it, I'm thinking I might open a keg on the field, and I'm going to drink it on the field, and I don't see that being against the rule book. I love this. Now, this is what I think this weekend should be about, because we've watched the NFL completely blow another one of these domestic violence instances with Josh Brown. When serious matters are at hand, this is when they tend to sort of hide their heads and disappear. It's when people dance, wear cleats, do ridiculous things that they decide to show us their authority. This is the weekend for the players to celebrate, wear whatever you want, because I want to see the NFL try and take a stand against this and not that.
Yeah, it'll be amazing to see their defense, because they have to go on record and actually defend something that will make them look hypocritical as they just went after the NFL in terms of the fun league and the celebration, saying, oh, we know the kids are watching. Well, if the kids are watching, why are you selling the alcohol? The kids can't consume it, so are the kids still watching? So I think that would be amazing.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I guess this is, something to celebrate. I'm still a little irritated with Josh Norman, only because he also is the guy who defended the racial slur that is the team that he signed for. So it just seems as if there's all kinds of pockets and holes we all can dip into in terms of morality and what's right and what's wrong.
I think the NFL.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Dip into what?
Dip into what?
You're getting all nasty. I'm dipping and diving in holes.
It is Friday, but I don't think we should get fired.
Actually, I think the NFL should be relieved, because he's talking about beer commercials. I see a lot of Viagra commercials.
That's true.
Bound chicka
That's a
wow.
y'all
I
problem.
can't speak on that. I'm still young. I don't know how this is going to turn out.
You know what? I'd like to spend a couple more minutes on this topic, if you
I have no problem with that. You never know, LZ. You never know.
Don't you?
No, you old then.
Jonah Trinnaman, BYU Boise State. I still love that field.
That's not good.
It's been a while.
No.
since I paid
You know they
attention.
have to cover it up because birds.
Birds, yeah.
Because
They-
birds think it's
They
it's a
nosedive
lake, and
into
they-
it.
Looks like a lake.
and they nosedive. And anyway.
Kyle O'Quinn, great facial hair. Knicks Nets.
Oh, man.
Wow.
In preseason?
That's a lot.
It's close.
Is that part of the super
I look
team,
like Jeff
Knicks?
Semi tried to catch
That's good.
him.
That'll be fun.
That's leading with the shoulder. So that's
Jeff
not
was like,
fun.
Jesus, no, don't hit me.
That is something else. 3 jeers for shoe. Wait, we're going to jeer shoelaces? Yes, we are.
Hey, ladies!
Wait a minute.
I saw that movie once.
What are
Oh, man, how does that happen?
Wait, but there's no suit.
Ndamukong Suh.
Look at their faces.
There's no suit in this.
Last time Odell Beckham faced the Rams, things got a little bit heated. They face each other this weekend. Oh, in another country. Don't embarrass us, Odell.
Did you see what happened to the net? Look at the
They
net.
getting beat up. The Giants are losing that one.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back. Time to preview some NFL games. We're going to play the more likely game. The voice of Euro, speak to me.
More likely for Odell in London, diplomacy or an international incident? Go Beadle.
Please be a second. Last time the Giants faced the Rams, Odell Beckham Jr. went nuts, scored 3 touchdowns. The Rams then went at him. We had a bit of a melee.
Man.
I ask you, Anita, diplomacy or do we get an international incident?
Your wish is going to come true. There is going to be an incident across the pond. Think about this. Trumaine Johnson, their #1 corner, he's out. Their corners, I mean, I think you and I in heels are taller than them. I think they're like 5'8", 5'10".
Right.
Okay, on top of that, who's their defensive coordinator? You know this, Marcellus. Greg Williams. He has a funny way of motivating
With a
his
lot of
players.
G's in his name.
Doesn't
A lot
he?
of
Does
Gs.
it?
Yeah, he
2
does.
G's with the Greg. So, I mean, so there's a lot of reasons why I think this is a Rams defense that the only way they're going to be able to stop Odell is get in the noggin.
I
Yep.
think it's diplomacy. He just got engaged to the net. You know, he's got to make sure he's a
true.
family man. He
It's a
doesn't want to
fresh
get in trouble.
relationship.
Yeah.
So I think he's actually going to cool it down now for the family.
By the way, look, the net seems to always be around.
Come on, Net. Net getting in between us.
Spicy.
The Net needs to help out Odell because somebody's losing that one. The Giants are getting beat
I
up
think this
on that one.
explains it all.
That is chaos. by the way.
You know what? I will have to go with diplomacy. We know Jeff Fisher teams usually are not very disciplined, 3rd in the league in penalties this year. They like to go the extra length. I would say this, though. Odell's under too much scrutiny. He knows too much is at stake. He knows all eyes on him, and he's not going to let down his team or let down his coach, Ben McAdoo, who needs him to be managed. So I say...
I got to be honest. If I'm Odell, I'm angry. You had your coach, you had Eli make these big deals about you and your tantrums. And meanwhile, defend garbage left and right.
We're going to stick by him.
If I'm Odell, you do you. Just ignore everybody else. You're on your own. It's an island. Creepy voice. Next.
More likely to finish the game for the Jets, Geno, Fitz, or someone else?
Ooh, I'd take 3. Geno Smith will make his first start since 2014 when the Jets take on the Ravens on Sunday. Now, they did finally decide to bench Ryan Fitzpatrick, who is leading the league with 11 interceptions in 6 games. LZ, who's finishing?
I think they're going to go back with Fitz.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yes.
Where you get that from?
Yes. Right here.
Why?
Right here.
Is it that bad?
Because if Geno was really that dude, they would have never been chasing Fitz for that long and giving him that money. So I don't think Geno is that dude.
But
And I think
Geno's
it's
not
gonna be
that
very
dude.
quickly, they're going to find that out. And, oh, by the way, Fitz, yeah, he's having a rough season. Okay, he's having a terrible
an
season. Okay, the
understatement.
season is garbage. The season is
Keep going, one more level.
But with that
worse
being
than
said,
garbage.
he is still also the guy that, for whatever reason, still has a lot of support in that locker room.
Well, he has a lot of money on the books, so obviously you're incentivized to play him. But he's so bad that despite those incentives, they won't play him. So guess who's going to finish this game? It's going to be Geno Smith. They're going to try and find something lightning in the bottle. Geno Smith, first half of his last year in college, something of that. That guy who was a Heisman hopeful. You remember that time when he was a Heisman hopeful? They hope to get that at least for one game.
So the Ravens, what? You've got Terrell Suggs dealing with a bicep. Doomerville didn't practice. Mosley's not practicing. Steve Smith, he's tweeting about Josh Brown. He's not on the practice
That's
field.
true.
Joe Flacco just got back to practice today. I think
Good for Joe.
I like Joe, right?
Yeah, right?
He's a good
Yeah.
dude. But this is a Ravens team. This is a Ravens team that is just not themselves. I think Geno comes in. I think the Jets win. I think they control all four
Anita.
quarters. I don't think
Slow down.
there's going to be a reason to have a hook on Geno. And one step further, I think Geno's a bridge. I think they're waiting for Bryce Petty to get healthy,
Yeah.
and once he does, I think because listen, they're 1-5.
Can't get worse.
No.
That's
Yes, it
my
can.
theory.
Right, right.
1-6 is
What,
first.
what do you have to lose? Am I right, guys?
What are your options? You got to think about your options. That's why you hook up after 2 a.m.
Okay.
Oh,
One
boy.
more.
What are you going to do?
Put a dive in the hole.
More
Right,
likely
you
for the
know it.
Legion versus the Cardinals, boom or
What are
doom
your
and gloom? Beadle?
What's happening today? Last Sunday, the
Friday.
Falcons pushed the Seahawks defense to the brink. At one point, a blown coverage caused Richard Sherman to have a bit of a breakdown. This weekend, the Legion of Boom faces Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals. Marcellus, how will the Legion fare?
First of all that tough talk from Richard Sherman from Compton. I respect you, homie. He ain't want no parts of Cam Chancellor. You notice all that talk went like this?
He was
never
all
like
hair.
this.
He was all
never
hair.
went.
It was like hair.
He never went to Cam directly. He was like, oh, Cam. All right, with that said, Legion of Doom. They're going to have some problems. I think Arizona's starting to find their stride. You can see Arizona picking up in terms of points produced, 33 and 28 in the last 2 games. They're facing a strong defense, as they know, but I think Carson Palmer and these guys finally start rolling, and they continue against them.
When the Arizona Cardinals do beat the Seattle Seahawks, it's when they stop their rushing attack. You've got a Seattle team, they're ranked 25th in the NFL in rushing, even though I own Christian Michael and a few of my fantasy teams.
All right.
Thomas Rawls needs to get back.
Yes,
and so I think Arizona
good.
stops their rushing attack. I think Arizona wins this game.
I think it all depends upon the health of Russell Wilson. I know he doesn't play defense, but he does help control the game. And the less that the team is actually, defense is on the field, the fresher they'll be, the more they'll be able to be aggressive on the other side when they actually do get there. So I'm going to go with, I think Russell, she's like, what are you going to do?
Boomer Doom,
I think Russell's going to be healthy enough to keep that offense rolling. The defense is going to be fresh, and I'm expecting Seattle to win.
Wow.
So that's boom, huh?
A little difference there. I like that.
Boom.
I like that.
Well, I came around
Everyone feel good about what they've done here?
Boom.
Yeah.
All right, good. We'll be right back. First, however, oh yeah, it's back. Little preview of the return of the jump with Rachel Nichols.
Boom, boom.
I think we're close to being ready. I don't know about you.
Well, I don't know. I got to get ready for the season. Do you think I'm in game shape or not?
I mean, you look like you're in great shape, but we got to make sure you're really ready to go. Some keys, or balance,
Right.
your legs, the fall through.
Klay Thompson's shot and my shot were exactly the same. Didn't go in.
You hit him with the forearm, then you go find the ball.
Did he teach the leg kick also, or how did
I
that
just
work?
got bad body movements, you know, I got driving. It's cold, you know, so.
You can do the dunk drill with me, right?
I wouldn't be such a great teacher at dunking. I mean, height, difference.
Maybe we could do a defensive drill. You could teach me more about switching. I hear you're really good at switching.
A little too soon. The Jump premieres October 24th. Check it out.
Nation.
Ohio State.
Okay, presented by Toyota Winners and Losers.
You don't get smoked.
This is for you. Los Angeles Sparks defeated the Minnesota Lynx to win the WNBA championship. LZ,
Really?
you're wearing the shirt.
Really?
Go.
This is one of the greatest stories this year. Why? Because Candace Parker was ditched by the Olympic team.
True.
Ditched by the WNBA in terms of being all-team WNBA.
True.
Her coach and mentor, Pat Summitt, passes away. She's never won a WNBA title. She goes to face the best team in the league and beats his best player. Great story.
You sold me.
Go Sparks.
When did this happen? When did they win?
Oh,
Oh,
You know what?
stop it! Wait,
Don't act like y'all was
Shame.
watching it.
Shame.
Winner.
Dodgers game.
Highlights.
Thursday Night Football. Y'all saw
So
it?
this dude, I got to give him props for trying to do a little windmill dunk here. Does that instead, which I don't understand.
That's really impressive.
We're not celebrating this, right? We're just making fun of, or what are we doing?
But
Nah,
I'm
we're
assuming,
making
like,
fun of.
he did this on purpose. Like,
You don't get
this
points
wasn't
for
a
that,
mistake.
so.
That's not a three?
I mean,
Yeah, in a different game, maybe if they were playing on that court.
it's just one of those fun things that happens in life.
Yeah, it just
you
happens.
You have a memory from it.
I just
Yeah.
figured it was Steph, still getting buckets in all kinds of crazy ways.
Yeah.
No?
No.
That was, what?
He's wasting the camera
Loser.
time, though.
Photos of the
Not
new
what I'm
Curry
hearing.
threes will be available this Tuesday.
Okay.
I think they're actually quite tight.
These are better, right?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, yeah,
I think
way
so.
better, way
Okay.
better. Don't
So we
Can't make fun of
did like a history of like the Currys. Like so the
Oh,
Curry
see.
the Curry one was
Nah,
like
don't do
suede.
that. Don't
Those
do
are
that
the
right there.
nurse shoes.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Curry
yeah.
2 was like for nurses.
Yeah, those for
There we go.
dishwashers.
are.
Like if you gotta wash a lot of dishes, you wear those. No,
That's
don't do
true.
that.
Those. Oh, there she is. Where?
Oh, mama, don't put them on.
That's right.
And it's kind of like every
God, those are bad.
But the Steph ones, the Steph one, Captain America's were
How are we
sick.
already at 3? This just happened.
Yeah, and I like the three.
Why am I the one on the ground?
Ooh, the black boy. Give me an
I
all
want
black one, Steph. Smoked out, even on the bottom. I don't want the
will
yellow.
wear those.
I
Elsie
want
and
the
I were
all
talking
black
before
one
the show.
smoked
It's
out.
like the best things come at 3, like Rocky 3.
Right.
So right.
Aliens 3.
I tell you what, no lie, the
Tremors
kids
3?
eat up Steph Curry shoes. The kids buy Steph Curry shoes more than any other person.
Kids aren't buying anything. They have no money.
Well, that's
Winner,
true. Their mama.
more shoes.
Mama and
LeBron
daddy.
James ripped Kevin Love's high school kicks on a recent trip to Slam magazine, and he was right to do so, everybody. Those are Horrible.
Man.
Wow.
Y'all need to sell those.
Cankles? Are those shoes giving him cankles?
I don't even understand.
How do you play in those?
They don't sell those at
your
Kmart.
house.
They don't sell those at Target. No one.
They
I
look
didn't
like
recognize
cartoons.
him without his color me bad mustache and goatee. So first I was thrown off that was even him.
You know what? He's aging quite well. He looks better now.
He does look
So
better.
let me
does
get
look
this
better
straight.
now.
So you know how you win and influence your teammates is that you criticize them for not doing their own laundry and then you make fun of their.
Anita, what are you
Absolutely,
talking about?
Anita. You understand?
Hey, LeBron, come look at LZ shoes, though. What are
What do you
those?
got? Oh, those are cute. Loser hunting. BYU attempted a fake punt on 4th and 19 in their own end zone, and I don't think this is how it's supposed to be, right, Anita? This is not what you do?
No.
You know what? He had 25 yards. He would have made that.
What you're supposed to
He
do.
just needed the block. He had 25 yards.
He
30
would have made it if they
40
called
yards,
timeout. Dog.
I like
no
it.
chance. That was
Sometimes
bad.
you
It's
just
not
wanna
worse
take
than
a
the
chance.
Colts
What is
one. Look at
this?
this one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
y'all remember that one?
We talked about that one
That's
for days.
pretty bad.
That's something I tried in my flag football league, and it didn't even work in that.
Oh, really, guys?
Damn, they got the Magnificent Seven.
Why you gotta end the show on a
Denzel look.
low note like that? Thanks a lot, Friday.
Yeah. Belichick was laughing at that. What are
5W.
y'all doing?
Dodgers lost in Game 5. Now down 3-2 in the series. Heading back to Chicago. Should they have pitched Kershaw last night?
Absolutely not. Now you got them in a game that you need, which is Game 6, and you got Rich Hill in Game 7 if you win it. So no.
And error, wrong. They
Why?
totally should have pitched him because they could have been going to Chicago 3-2 with an opportunity, 2 opportunities.
Which is better to
go
be in.
To let Maeda go out there in Chicago, you see how bad he
Or
looked
Hill.
at home?
You just said
See how
Hill,
bad?
so Hill would
You
have been
saved
Okay,
him
okay.
for an elimination game. I'm with you, Marcellus.
Thank you.
You don't
I
have
like
an
to
elimination
spend it all
game.
in one place. What are you waiting for? Now you got to go back there and lose.
Okay.
Way to go,
His
Dodgers.
arm would have fell off. Other than that, he'd have been fine.
It's Friday. Have a beverage. Be safe. Enjoy
We're
your
gonna go have a
weekend.
Go
It's been a
Sparks.
pleasure.
That's a nice shirt.
Whatever you do is great. We'll see you.
You didn't get it from the game because you didn't go.
It was in Minnesota.
So.